Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to finally be filming another video. I think it's been, like almost a year since I put up a video, so welcome back to my channel. Okay, I'm so excited to be filming this video because I think that this is going to be something really interesting because I wanted to share with you my blood results being a whole food plant-based or vegan person. I recently had my annual checkup and had blood work done, and I wanted to share with you the results because I think despite the growing number of people eating a vegan or plant-based diet, there's still so much skepticism or wonderment to whether or not it's actually healthy to eat this diet or to live this lifestyle. So I wanted to share my results with you. So before I get into the results, and I'm not going to be sharing everything, I just want to share what I eat and what I don't eat, just to give you an idea of the diet I eat. I consider myself, yes, I'm vegan, but the way I eat is more whole food, plant-based, because I really limit the amount of processed foods that I eat. I try to predominantly just eat whole, real foods. So I eat a ton of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, gluten-free whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, buckwheat, brown rice pasta too. I eat legumes like lentils and beans. I love avocados. I don't eat a lot of nuts and seeds, just mainly because my body doesn't like them too much. Now, things I really don't eat. I almost never cook with oil unless I'm making like a birthday cake or something for like a special occasion. So almost no oil. I only eat tofu maybe twice a month, so not very often. The vegan meat alternative products, I almost never eat those, mainly because a lot of them contain gluten, and then the ones that don't have gluten have oils in them, and they have like pea protein and stuff like that. It's just stuff I don't want to eat. Speaking of protein, I do have a smoothie just about every day, and I never use protein powder in my smoothies. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what I eat, just a lot of real whole foods. Now to get into the results. Before the results, my doctor said for my height, my weight is perfectly healthy, my blood pressure is awesome, and my resting heart rate, the nurse said that it was that of an athlete because I take really good care of myself. It was really low. And let's see what else. And my doctor, okay, he actually said I was his first appointment of the day, and he told me that I was the healthiest person that he was going to see that day. Okay, so let's get into the results. I want to start with glucose. Okay, so if you eat a plant-based diet, I'm sure someone or many people have said to you a comment about the amount of sugar you are eating from eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. I've heard that before. I see that everywhere. But I want to assure you that there is definitely no harm eating a lot of fruit and a lot of vegetables. So in an average day, I probably eat 2 or 3 bananas. Dates are my most favorite fruit in the whole world, and I honestly probably eat about at least 4 dates. Every single day I eat apples and pears. In the summer, I'm eating mango and pineapple and watermelon, like a ton of fruit. I eat starchy vegetables, and my glucose is just fine. Here's the thing, like before I give you my result, take a banana, for example. Like, yeah, a banana has sugar in it, but attached to the sugar is fiber and vitamins and minerals. And all those things work together in your body. Like your body knows what to do with those nutrients. So there's no concern whatsoever because there are other things attached to the sugar and your body knows what to do with that. So there is no concern whatsoever. And I think my glucose results can prove that to you. So according to the lab, the standard range was 74 to 106, and my glucose levels were at 88. So they were perfectly healthy. There's nothing to worry about eating all those fruits and vegetables. Okay, the next thing is B12. So yeah, when you're eating a plant-based diet, you do need to supplement with B12, but I would argue that no matter what diet you consume, you should probably supplement with a B12. B12 is not something made by animals. It's actually a microbe that blankets the earth. So even factory farmed animals are given B12 supplements because it's not something that they make. So the supplement that I take, I do want to talk about the supplement for just a second. So a year before I had this blood work done, I had my lab work done with that annual checkup, and my B12 levels were a little low. My body just wasn't absorbing that form of B12 that I was taking. I was taking like the little methylcobalamin tablet that you just let dissolve under your tongue, but I wasn't absorbing it. So I did some research and switched over to a truly awesome B12. It's a liquid supplement that you just drop under your tongue. It's from the Global Healing Center, and it's methylcobalamin and adenosylcobalamin combined together, and it's just highly absorbable. And I was taking it every single day because I was concerned about having low levels in the past, but it turns out that I was really taking a lot of it. So the standard range for B12 is 156 to 672, and my numbers were 1,273, so like twice as high. My doctor assured me there's no harm in having high B12 levels. He just suggested that I cut back. So I'm taking it 3 days a week, and then I'll have my B12 retested just to make sure that that is coming down just a little bit. But yeah, and I'm gonna link, I'll link the B12 in the description with this video so you can go check it out because it's the best. My husband takes it and I give it to my kids as well. And it doesn't taste bad at all. Okay, protein. Okay, this is the biggest thing. If you eat a vegan or plant-based diet, the number one thing people are gonna ask you about is where do you get your protein? Honestly, like everyone is so concerned about protein levels as soon as they find out that you don't eat animals. And especially like my husband, men that eat a plant-based diet, for some reason, it's interesting, okay? So like I said, okay, I eat a lot of fruit, vegetables, whole grains, legumes. I don't take protein powders. I really don't eat a lot of tofu, and I don't eat those vegan meat alternatives, and my protein levels are just fine. The standard range is 6 to 8.5, and my protein levels were at 7.2, so they were really healthy, and I'm not eating any animals, so it's perfectly fine or possible to get high protein levels just by eating plants, which is really good. Okay, lipids. So I mentioned earlier that I eat a lower fat plant-based diet just because I can't really consume nuts and seeds, and I don't cook with oil or anything like that. So for triglycerides, the standard range is 30 to 150, and my number was 70, which is really good. Now for cholesterol, okay, so with cholesterol, it's my understanding that your body will make all the cholesterol that you need, and what causes cholesterol numbers to go up is consuming cholesterol, so animal products, that's where you find cholesterol, and elevated cholesterol levels are also from trans fats and saturated fats. So I don't eat trans fats, and then saturated fat, I think the only way I get saturated fat is when I cook with coconut milk, like when I make a yummy curry or something like that, but that's something I probably only have 2 or 3 times a month. So for total cholesterol, the standard range was 150 to 200, and my total cholesterol was 101, so it was actually lower than the standard range. But what I'm going to do is link an article written by Dr. Michael Greger in the description with this video, because he's talking about in the article that lower cholesterol levels are actually associated with a really healthy heart, which is good for me. So I have really low levels, so that must mean I have a healthy heart as well. Okay, so that's like the main things that I wanted to share with you guys. The whole main reason that I wanted to make this video was just to show you that it is entirely possible to eat a plant-based or whole food plant-based diet and thrive and be completely healthy. I'm not supplementing with protein powders or anything crazy like that. I'm getting the majority or all my nutrients from plants, from fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes, and all my numbers are perfect. So that was the main reason for me making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. I plan on getting on a regular filming schedule and putting up videos more often. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.